Hello, I'm Linda Gelfman. Today we are going to make slab-built cups or mugs. So once again, a way to do a slab if you don't have a rolling pin is you just take the clay and you toss it towards yourself. Makes lots of noise, but it does move the clay around. You can flip it this way and make it longer. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm pulling it towards myself when I'm throwing it down. Or you can use a rolling pin or a can or something that's flat that'll roll it. You want it even thickness, maybe between a 1/16 inch and a 1/4 inch. You all know what 1/16 and a 1/4, like this is about a 1/4 inch, my fingernail. 1/16 inch would be half of that. So, you know, maybe one day measure your fingernail so you can use it as a measure. Or not. Yes, I'm measuring my fingernail. Oops. Okay. So one thing I need to do with this piece of clay is take my fettling knife and I don't know if that's going to be big enough. Okay. Cut it here. So I'm going to use that as the body, and then maybe that's too big. So this will be the footprint. I could use this as decoration. So all I'm doing is making it a little thicker and rounder. It doesn't have to be round. Clay is forgiving. You could always alter it. So one thing good when you're using slabs and putting slabs together, you don't have to do this, but you can bevel the edges so you have more surface area where the clay could join. So then I'd bevel this too. Maybe before I put it on, I could put some texture on it. So let's try Grandma's tatted lace doily. Yeah, see, that really makes a nice texture. It's the easiest way is to kind of pre-texture it, but then you're going to have to go back and texture it again, but that's okay. So now we have our clay ready to go round. We'll see if it'll fit. It will just fit. Okay, so here I am. What do you do next? You take your trusty fork and you score the clay. Score deep and often, right? Rough that clay up. And so now what I'm going to do is cute. Sometime I'm going to put my turntable down and have my piece of wood to make it easier. I have my clay there, a little bit of water, a little bit of water. A little bit of rescoring just to make it all mushy. And now what I'm going to do is attach it. So here I see I want it like that, so I'm going to score that part too. Okay, I'm going to use that as part of my design. Score deep, a little bit of water. And then when I put it together, I'm going to kind of push it together, okay? Push it together here, making sure it's worked nicely together. On the inside, what I'm going to do is smooth the line with my stick tool, and to really reinforce it, I'm going to take a long, skinny coil, drop it in there. If your hand doesn't fit in there, let's see, can we get down in here? If your hand doesn't fit in there, you seeing the inside? No? Okay, forget it. What I'm doing is I'm working the coil. I'll show you when I get there. To reinforce it, give it a little nice attachment. So I'll show you here.
Great.
Okay, so the left side, this side here is smooth, that side isn't. So I'm just doing that as a way to reinforce my seam. And I'll disappear the coil, make it smooth. And once again, whenever I'm on the inside working, I support it on the outside. If I'm on the outside working, I like supporting it on the inside, holding the clay together. So now this would not work as a cup, right? You can only fill it up to this high. So one thing you could do is take another piece of clay, make sure it's going to hold together, texture it with Grandma's lace. Voila. Okay, so once again, what do? You score deep and often. And I'm not really too concerned with score lines showing right now and how messy it looks, because I'm going to go back and finish this piece up and clean it up. There's some ceramicists who put it together and then it's done. I'm not like that. I like futzing with it a lot because it's all about the process for me, and playing in clay and seeing what the clay could do and seeing what the clay doesn't do, and you have some successes and you have some failures, and that's how you learn how to work with clay. This isn't okay. So now here, you see how you have all this extra clay here? It's nice to take your beveled stick tool and clean the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to lift it up too. Oh, and see how you have a line here too? You want to disappear that and really work the clay together, inside and out. Okay, so it's getting there. So then too, you know, I'm just playing with the shape. Maybe I want the bottom a little narrower. Make it nice on the inside some more. So I'm going to keep working on this until I like it. Make sure it has a way you could drink out of it, because right now it's just still too cattywampus. So I'm going to take my lovely fettling knife and kind of even it out. Right now this is the size of a mini vase, but don't forget, when you fire clay, the first time you fire it, which is a bisque, it shrinks about 6%. Don't quote me on percentage. And then when you glaze fire it, it shrinks another 4 to 6%. So something this big will come out maybe that big. Okay, so now do we want a handle on it? Once again, thick lip, you want to make the lip nicer, but when the clay starts drying and getting leather hard, you can clean it up even more. A handle, I just have a stray piece of clay there. Maybe that works. I think it'll work. Do you want it on this side? So you know, oh yeah, this side. So I might, in reality, if I was working in my studio on this, I'd let it get leather hard, keeping this nice shape. But for the sake of being quick and finishing this up, I'll work on it when it's a little too soft to work on it. And I'll just not keep it shape as much. So scoring it where I'm going to attach it, a little bit of water. And here I'm going to push from both sides, make sure it's attached really well. Here we go, working from the inside as well as the outside. Seeing how nice the inside is, especially since that's where all your volume goes. Like this would hold a nice cup of coffee. Maybe not with this handle, but you know, I keep working on it till it would. You know, maybe even, ooh, here we go. Here she goes altering some more. You know, keep playing with it till you like it. Getting there. Okay, that's it for now. Don't want to lose your attention, so I'm leaving for today. Have a nice cup of tea.